IIFTC. What is it? It is an organization which is joined with the Film Federation of India to promote foreign locations in India. For cinema Kerala, most important. I kindly request Sri Tanu sir, President, Tamil Producers Council, to come onto the dais, please. Tanu sir. I have to speak 2 words. We are in Tamil Nadu, I have to speak 2 words. I am speaking 2 words in Tamil also. For cinema, most important and backdrop locations. Kadai, the kadai inga nadakkuradhu adu or important matter. Adha angala locations there. Nam India il nariya locations irukku, beautiful alagana locations irukku. But there are a lot of locations abroad also. By going and shooting abroad, what do we get? We showcase beautiful locations to the audiences in Tamil Nadu and pan-India. By that, there is a lot of benefits mutually. One is the producers get and the directors get a chance of going and shooting beautiful locations which they have not seen and presenting the same to our audience. Number 2, this is a very important thing which is called film tourism. What we do this by the word film tourism is we go shoot in their locations abroad, we showcase those locations in India, our audience view those locations and then decide, let us travel to those locations. In fact, I would probably say the father of film tourism in India is now none other than our favorite Yash ji, that is Yash Chopra ji. In fact, I always say that we are proud again in India. We were the only producer who has shot in 53 countries. That is none other, the Bhatt brothers, Mahesh Bhatt and Mukesh Bhatt, who have shot in 53 different countries. You know, that's something great. Yash Chopra showcased Switzerland. And in fact, today there is a lake, there is a crossing named after Yash Chopra. So this is the importance given to film shooting and film tourism. So what they have countries like Germany, Namibia, Vietnam, South Africa, Kenya, and states like Punjab, Gujarat are able to interact with representatives from different countries, speak to them, go shoot there with no difficulty, no hitches or glitches, and come back and showcase these locations. In fact, I should thank IIFTC, Mr. Harshal, who has been organizing this along with FFI for the past 3 years successfully. I should also go into record and say that more than 30-35 films have gone and shot after coming and observing, getting details from these countries. It's a proud moment to say that India, in another few more years, I have to say it's a proud moment that India will be the biggest tourist hub for shooting in India, because thanks to one person, our Prime Minister, who is bringing up the concept Make in India. So he's also trying to promote Indian locations also. End of the day, I have just to say only one thing. All our producers, we are here, try to make the best use of this opportunity, interact with all the countries, speak to them, ask them what subsidies they are able to give us, the procedures required to get the visa, and all other location permissions. Get the further finer details from them, interact with them, share your cards, try and go shoot, make beautiful films and exhibit in India. Thank you.
I am so happy to come to Chennai. When I come to Chennai now, I feel Chennai is my own place. Because I have worked here, I have met all the people, I have worked with Mr. K.S. Ravi Kumar there. And for this thing about when we talk about the locations also, these people are working so nicely, so great, and I really wish them best of luck for the locations and all the people. Please go in all these places. They should see all the countries. They should find out about this. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, in 1995, I shot in my film Indian in Australia. The first film shot Indian film in Australia at that time. After that, Australian government has given issue visa to me because after that film, the tourism developed like anything because we showed the kangaroos and the beautiful country like anything. Till now, we shot Switzerland, New Zealand, Italy, other countries except these countries. That's why I came today here. I want to see the locations, new locations. Always we want to find out new locations. That's why I came here. So you have a good platform here. Interact the people and get the permissions, visas and everything. Secondly, we'll some short time generally we'll propose to go to there. That time we'll get visas very difficult. Some locations like Canada and America like that. So this is a good platform for us. And, maybe in India also there's good locations. In the Ladakh, we shot on Hindi film. And then I went to Bhuj, the Gujarat border sometimes. So every time we find out new locations. That's why I came here to see the locations.
Good evening, sorry, good afternoon everybody. I came here just to listen what you people are telling, but suddenly Mr. Ravi asked me to say some few words, but I'm not good in English, so I'll talk in my own language, which only few can understand. But I want to tell what I'm having in my mind. I had a very bad experience. நான் மன்மதன் நண்பன்ற படம் வந்து யூரோப்பில் பண்ணும்போது அதில் வந்து I had a very bad experience going to abroad. That is, the organizer from Europe, I don't want to tell the name of that person. அது வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி ரொம்ப ஒரு டார்ச்சர் ஆயிடுச்சு எங்களுக்கு. It is for example ஒரு 3.5 crores தான் நம்ம பட்ஜெட் for 35 days shoot. அப்படின்னா it went to nearly 10 crores from 3.5 to almost 300% more. This was happened in the spot, so we couldn't do anything. But அந்த நேரத்தில் நம்ம நினச்சதை எடுக்கணும். அந்த க்ரூஸில் ஒரு 15 days பண்ணோம். That was a different experience. That organizer came into the cruise and he brought some dancers and all from outside. அது வரைக்கும் நல்லா இருந்தது. When we stepped out, அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்சிலோனா, பாரிஸ் அங்கெல்லாம் ஷூட் பண்ணும்போது what all he told, totally it was அப்படி, you know, நம்ம வந்து we are all creators, we'll be asking something more on the spot. That too, especially Mr. Kamal Hassan, you know that. So we need something that will be normally cost அந்த இது எல்லாமே வந்து ரொம்ப இதுவாக போச்சு. So my opinion and my request is, people who are there from those countries, the organizer who should be the platform for us, those people should be registered in this organization, and the organization should take responsibility for those people, for those organizers, so that இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பேட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எல்லாம் மற்றவங்களுக்கு ஆகக்கூடாது. That producer was a big man, a good-hearted fellow, so he took everything in the right way. So okay, நல்லா வரும், பின்னாடி வரும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக வந்து that was happened. Otherwise நாங்கள் வந்து பாதி ஷூட்லேயே அங்கேருந்து கிளம்பி வர வேண்டிய ஒரு சூழ்நிலை இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி not only for the other countries I'm talking about, even in India also we had some people who tells one thing in the spot. இங்கே நம்ம இங்கே ஃபிஜிக்கு இங்கே கூட்டு போகிறோம், இங்கே போகிறோம், அங்கேருந்து அது பக்கம் தான் சார், இங்கேருந்து அது பக்கம் தான் சார்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம கூட்டு போயிட்டு அங்கேருந்து ஒரு 13 hours ட்ராவல் பண்ண வைக்கிறது. அப்புறம் நமக்கு வேறு வழி இல்லை வந்துட்டோமேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவனை திட்டிட்டு மறுபடியும் அவங்ககிட்ட தான் போவோம் அடுத்தது. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி இதே மாதிரி ஃபாரின் கண்ட்ரீஸில் இருந்து நம்ம ஊருக்கு வரவங்களை கூட இங்கே ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணுறாங்களே ஒரு ஒரு இடத்துலையும் நமக்கு வந்து மதுரையிலன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாங்க, கொடைக்கானலுக்கு ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாங்க, ஊட்டிக்கு ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாங்க. இதெல்லாம் வந்து அவங்க ஃபாரின் கண்ட்ரீஸ்லேருந்து இங்கே வரும்போது அவங்களுக்கு இவங்க வந்து கரெக்டான மெத்தடில் வந்து அவங்கள வந்து டீல் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு இவங்களெல்லாம் கூப்பிட்டு அவங்களெல்லாம் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணி இஃப் சம்திங் ஹேப்பன்ஸ் டு தோஸ் கம்பெனிஸ் திஸ் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் ஷுட் டேக் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி அண்ட் நம்ம இன்பிட்வீன் உட்காந்து ஒரு அமைக்கபுளாக வந்து ஒரு மேட்டரை முடிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம ஆளுங்களும் நம்ம தயார் பண்ணணும், அதர் கண்ட்ரீஸ்லும் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும். திஸ் வாஸ் மை ரிக்வெஸ்ட். பீப்புள் டிசைட். Okay, thank you very much.
Good morning to all my friends and producers. As Ravi Kumar spoke, even I will just convey whatever I have in my mind. Why Mr. Ravi Kumar was talking like that means because we, myself, Ravi and all, we are all producers, director. We don't see that we shoot it abroad and we finish our film and come. We take care of what is happening there. And I'm lucky that I shot 45 days in London. Mr. Natarajan has taken me there. We don't know what we did. Actually, we selected the locations. And those days this was not there and we didn't have any Google to search the location. We go see the location first, 10 days, then come back. So 2 times my producer has taken me there. So I don't know, I just gave my passport and producer will get the visa, he'll take all the pay. And likewise I have done about 10 films abroad. I don't know any pain. How to go, how did I go? It was taken by my producer and they take care of that. So we take care of our producer there. What is happening? Why this is happening? How we are going? Everything is right. Like Mr. Ravi said, myself and Rajni sir and Ram Kumar, we were traveling 13 hours in Chandramukhi to from I think Turkey. In a bus we were traveling about 13 hours. We didn't know where we are going. When are we going to land up in the hotel where we are going to stay? But at the same time we went in the night. Morning we started and we went in the night about 12 o'clock. We didn't get food. So on this we had bad experience of going and shooting like this. But at the same time now I am happy that there is a tourism Indian Federation and they have started a bridge for good facilities and without pain. I think because I have not experienced, last 6 months back also I went to Europe for my Kannada film. I shot in Milan. I didn't know about this, otherwise I would have had a discussion with them. Because 3 years I was aware of all this. So I am very glad that we are getting this bridge through this tourism. And one more thing which I want to request here, we shoot abroad. And I like even the same tourism should speak all the directors and the international producers to come to India and see the locations of India. And we have wonderful places in India. I think this also can be a bridge which can bring the international producers and directors to Indian country. And at the same time, even I want to request one thing. We have to put the title, that is the subtitle of whatever we shoot. Because we shoot in South Africa, we shoot abroad, but we don't know what is the location when we shoot a song. So if we can do that also, I think it will be helpful for the countries and they will come forward to do more. This is what I want to request and I am very happy that I shared and you have made me to speak and thanks to everyone.
மேடையில் விட்டிருக்கும்
திரைச்சிற்பிகளே, விழாவில் பங்கு கொள்ள வந்திருக்கும் சகோதர தயாரிப்பாளர்களே, நண்பர்களே, பத்திரிகை சகோதரர்களே, தொலைக்காட்சி தோழர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் பணிவான காலை தமிழ் வணக்கத்தின் மகிழ்வோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். ரவிக்குமார் சார் எல்லா தயாரிப்பாளர்களும் அனுபவித்ததை எல்லோருடைய சார்பாகவும் சொல்லியிருக்கிறார். ஆம், இதற்கெல்லாம் காரணம் டிராவல்ஸ் தான். அவங்களாம் ஒரு புத்தகை மாதிரி ஒட்டுமொத்தமாக புத்தகம் எடுத்துன்னு நம்ம திரை இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு வரக்கூடிய நல்ல சேமிப்புகள் எல்லாம் அவங்களாம் சிதறடிச்சு ஒரு தனியார் கொள்ளை மாதிரி போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஆகவே ஃபிலிம் ஃபெடரேஷனும் தென்னிந்திய திரைப்பட சபையும் இதுக்கு ஒரு வடிகால் அமைக்கணும். ஏன்னா இப்போ வந்திருக்கிறவங்களாம் சேவை மனப்பான்மை கொண்ட நல்லோர்கள். இவர்கள் இருக்கும் பொழுதே இதற்கு ஒரு வடிகால் அமைத்து இந்த திரையுலகை மேன்மையடை செய்ய வேண்டும் என்பதுதான் எங்களுடைய அவா. கண்டுகொண்டேன் படத்திற்கு ஐஸ்வர்யாவை வைத்து பிரேவாட்டு பிறகு கேமரா எடுத்து போய் வச்ச தமிழ் சினிமா நம்ம சினிமா தான், ஸ்காட்லாண்டில். அந்த மாதிரி கெய்ரோவில் படப்பிடிப்பு நடக்கும்போது தீவிரவாதிகளால் 32 பயணிகள் சுட்டுக் கொல்லப்பட்ட பிறகு கூட நாங்கள்லாம் தைரியமாக போய் பண்ணோம். அந்த கவர்மெண்ட் ஃபுல் சப்போர்ட் நமக்கு பண்ணியிருக்கு. இந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஃபிலிம் ஃபெடரேஷனும் தென்னிந்திய திரைப்பட சபையும் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து ஒவ்வொரு நாட்டில் உள்ள இந்த சமூக கலாச்சார மையத்தை தொடர்பு கொண்டு அவர்களுக்கும் நமக்கும் ஒரு பாலத்தமைப்பு கண்டிப்பாக அரசாங்கம் உதவியுடன் அவர்கள் 2 பேர் அனுப்புவார்கள். தாய்லாந்தில் பார்த்தா 2 பேர் அனுப்பிச்சாங்க எங்களுக்கு. சார் எந்த வித ஃபீஸும் கிடையாது, எந்த ஒரு லொக்கேஷன் சார்ஜும் கிடையாது. ஆனால் தனியார் கிட்ட போனால் அவங்க ஒரு போட்டு ஹோட்டல்லேருந்து ட்ராவல்ஸ்லேருந்து அக்காமடேஷன்லேருந்து ஃபுட்டுலேருந்து பெரும் கொள்ள போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஆகவே இதை தவிர்ப்பதற்கு இந்த கூட்டமைப்பு கூடினோம், பேசினோம், இருந்தோம் என்று இல்லாமல் இதற்கு ஒரு நிச்சயமான ஒரு அடித்தளத்தை அமைத்து வடிகால் அமைத்து இந்த திரையுலகத்திற்கு சேவை செய்யுமாறு பணிவுடன் கேட்டு விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a wonderful opportunity for the producers. But ஜென்ரலாக நிறைய ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ் நம்ம தமிழில் வர்றதில்லை. இதில் வந்துக்கிற ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ் முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் இந்த ப்ரோச்சர்ஸ் இந்த டீட்டெயில்ஸ் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி நம்மளுடைய மற்ற ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ்க்கு கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணுங்கள். அது எல்லாத்துக்கும் ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். I request other foreign tourism dignitaries to organize the visa process to very easy for us, because going to foreign shooting is whether it's economic or non-economic, but getting visa process is become very tough. Every time we are facing lots of problems in this. So when you came for this process, you should give us some single window system and some good clearance regarding this main thing. Moreover, everywhere we need a good coordinator or some government recognized coordinator. That is very important, because we don't know who is official, who is non-official. Particularly I went to Australia for shooting. I was totally cheated by a local agent. I could not shoot all the location, what all he showed, what all he guaranteed, nothing he has given. No, the dancers was not given, so totally disappointed. I couldn't shoot anything. Immediately from there I called up Bangkok, Mr. Bobby. Then immediately he said he was come back, sir, from see so many the lakhs and lakhs I spent. I went to Australia with the whole team, with the 2 heroines and 1 hero. Immediately we flew back from Australia to Sydney to Bangkok. Then luckily I came to Mr. Bobby. He took care and he gave me good comfort and finished both the songs and he sent me back. See, there is a good coordinator. I could finish everything and come back. See, almost more than 20-25 lakhs went into the split because of the worst coordinator. So this kind of problem we are facing. So there is a government recognized coordinator and he is a nice gentleman. Being Indian, so we could able to discuss with him easily. Everything can be done easily. But without that, wherever the government you are putting the stalls and everything, you must recognize the government recognized. You must identify some government recognized coordinator. Then only we can easily go and shoot there. We can believe at least we can have some guarantee that okay, this can be done within this budget. The location will be given, these properties will be given, the dances will be given. That guarantee we can have. This is our problem mainly we are facing. And this wonderful opportunity, I request all the producers to make use of it. Thank you.
On the dais, and my dear friends, a very good afternoon. I'm happy to be part of this conclave today. India International Film Tourism Conclave. This is something that we all look forward to. Me not as a producer alone, but as an actor too. Because when I go and watch films, I'm a complete movie buff. And I like to go and watch films in the theatres with my popcorns and cold coffees. But it's definitely the location. Because when I see a film, I look at the locations, and at the back of my mind it starts working the minute I come back home as a homemaker, as a mother, as to where my next holiday destination is going to be with my children. So if there's a particular location which completely attracts me, I start planning on that. And that is how movies help in tourism. It's not about how we bring up the different countries into our cinema, but how we have seen films from different parts of the globe coming and shooting in India and showing the right as well as a bit of the wrong side of our Indian cinema. Because all over the world, the minute you talk about Indian cinema, the first thing they show is the slums, the bad roads. I think this is something which when we, as the Indian continent, as a country, when we all come together to show all the right sides of the other countries, I think India is beyond the slums, the bad roads, or the traffic, or the pollution. There is a lot more. There's a diversity. We call Pan-India. There's so much of culture. We are the richest country in heritage and culture. And I think it becomes the prime responsibility of the producers who come from different parts of the countries in the world over to show the right side of a country exactly the way we the producers show the best side of your country. And of course every country has their ups and downs, their own flaws, their own problems, but we do not reflect them. We show all the right sides to improve your tourism. And I think all the people from different parts of the country who are into this conclave and who are going to take this message to your different partners world over, it's very important that you take the message right, that India has some beautiful locations, India has some fantastic heritage and culture which can be shown to the world and put us on a global map for all the right reasons. Now when we talk about tourism, I've had some wonderful experience shooting abroad for my films, me as a producer and my husband being a director too. I would like to share a very small information with you, or rather my experience when I was shooting not even for a film but a serial which I did for a television a few years ago, and I shot in Singapore. And let me tell you, it was such a fantastic experience because I didn't go through the travel agents. I went straight to the governing body of Singapore, and I spoke to them saying that I need to shoot in your country and I want to show all the positive side. And believe me, 15 days I shot there, and not in a day I had a problem. The government of Singapore had provided us with a huge bus. They had provided us with a letter that we could shoot in any part of Singapore, free of cost. They had given us a tourist agent who, if we couldn't speak in the local language, then there was a person with us who would take us to different parts of the country and show us that city that we knew, of course, the places, but then he was there to guide us that this is what we can shoot, these are the locations. We didn't have to go recce the locations or plan. 15 days we went, we shot for 15 days, we finished working, we came back, and I think that was the most beautiful experience. With me shooting abroad, we have had, I have never faced problems when I was shooting abroad. But yes, like Ravi Kumar sir or Vasu sir or Shivana, when they were talking, they did share their experiences which are not very pleasant ones. I think it also the onus depends on the producers, us also, as to how much we put our minds into the planning. Rather than depending completely on the travel agents, I think we need to take personal care and decide as to how far this location to that location. I mean, it's so easily available now. You can Google it at the tip of your finger. So I think we should also take a personal responsibility and say that how are we going to plan our shoot and how from one distance to the other distance is going to take. Now, when we're talking about conclave, we have it in Chennai, we have it in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, and then in Bombay. But I would like to request the Film Federation as well as IIFTC to see that we have these kind of conclaves in Bangalore and Trivandrum also, because the kind of films that have been made in those two states, I think more than us, every other film in Kerala is shot abroad. And let me tell you, they go for a month or 40 days to shoot, because every time I speak to a couple of my friends, my co-stars, they say, we are traveling for a month to Canada, we are traveling for a month to Spain, we are traveling for a month to Dubai. So I think it becomes very important that you have these kind of conclaves in those states and provide them with the kind of facilities we are talking about. There was an experience, a friend of mine, when we were talking about visas, that how the countries have to work on easing out the visas when they're traveling to the places for the shooting. PVP was planning to shoot abroad, and the entire unit left. But they couldn't shoot for a week because the leading lady's visa was not granted at the last moment, and the entire unit was stalled for a week. So imagine a producer with the entire unit traveling abroad to Europe, where it's frightfully expensive, and you go there and then the visa is not granted at the last minute, and it takes a week because the working hours are different. When we sleep, you wake up. When you wake up, we go back to sleep. So these things, I think we need to work, we definitely need to work on the ideas as to how, when you're providing the visa, because we all give it together, the unit goes as a combined visa, but then the main actors or the main technicians, you go with solo visas, individual visas. So when you do that, I think it becomes the prime responsibilities of the participating countries to make sure that the visas are granted on time, make sure that we do not face these kind of problems, and most importantly, our producers do not face any kind of financial difficulties when they're shooting abroad. We definitely would appreciate if the participating countries, when we come there to shoot, because we trust you, we trust our entire, it's a blind trust rather, because we come there, we expect that you are going to be there to help us. But it would really appreciate if there is a representative from the concerned country, by the country governing body, and say this particular person is assigned to be with you, to do the job, to help you out in case of difficulties, whenever you are shooting with us. So I think that is one area which we really need to look into it, because when we build tourism, we are building a relationship with the country. And this relationship is not about different countries, but I think as movie lovers world over, we actually make friendships with each other. Today we are talking about pan-India, the diversity, but I think how cricket is a religion in most of the countries, including India. I think cinema is another part of our country globally where we feel that we all are connected, because there cannot be a country where you say that they don't love cinema. We all are cinema lovers. So it keeps us united, it gets us together, it makes us friendly, maybe strangers, but somewhere because we love cinema and the love we have for good cinema, I think it brings us together and says that we need to stand united when there's a trouble in the film world. And that goes when you come to India, or when we come to your country to shoot. And India has always made a point, not now, it's not now with the digital development. I think way back, many years ago, the biggest showman of a country, of India, was Raj Kapoor. And the kind of fan following about Raj Kapoor, people knew about India in Russia is because of one man called Mr. Raj Kapoor. So today, even Russia, you go to Russia, people tell like, oh, you come from the land of Mr. Raj Kapoor? That is the kind of honors where people look up at us and say that, okay, there was one man who could take it forward. Like we spoke about Yash Chopra sir, how in Switzerland they tell you that, oh, you come from the land of Yash Chopra. You go to Malaysia and they say you come from the land of Shah Rukh Khan, because Dawn was released there, the entire film was shot there. He was given the highest honor of Datu. So I think these, and today you have Indian actors like Priyanka Chopra or Irfan Khan, leaving a mark globally in different parts of the country, in Hollywood. So I think it becomes very important to say that we are connecting more than before, but this is just the beginning. There is a long way to go, and we need to cement a relationship now. We need to form a firm ideas as to how we are going to take it forward from here to different parts of the globe, because the 6 countries which are participating, filmmaking does not end the locations do not end with those 6 countries. It's really, really heartening and glad to see this 6 countries coming forward. But there are umpteen locations, the amount of locations you have in different parts of this world. So we need to go there, we need to explore the unexplored corners of this country and show the best part. This globe is ours, this earth is ours. How can we bring it forward? How can we bring out the best colors, the best nature and the best of sound to the people who have not been there, probably who are not privileged enough to go to these areas personally and watch. For them, it's like you look at the film and you say, wow, we shot in Japan 2 years back, and believe me, we were shooting in a territory a little away, and it has a prime minister of its own. So when we were shooting there for our film, we had such a wonderful experience that we had the Prime Minister coming and visiting us and asking us, is everything okay? Do you need any kind of help? So I think these, it gives so much of right message across, saying that you have people who are there to guide you, who are there to help you, but we also need to understand that we need to work together. We join hands for the right reason, and it's important that we actually keep up the faith we have in each other and do not misuse the trust and abide by the rules. It becomes our utmost duty to abide by the rules of the country we are visiting, but at the same time it also works both the ways. When both the countries come forward and you shake hands and you say that yes, we are there for you just as you are there for us. So I am here today to tell you that IIFTC is welcome, and it's such a welcome change here that sometimes for us, when I was playing the leading roles, for me going to Ooty and Kodaikanal was the biggest outdoors. So I keep cursing why my producers never planned this, why this IIFTC was not there when I was playing the leading roles. I could have traveled globally because I love traveling. But today, I think you have so much of eased out plans for people to travel, to go abroad, to shoot, to show the different areas and come back with pleasant memories, because every time you travel, all you bring back is memories, and movies is a section where you leave memories for many, 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 many years to come. Today, with the films that are being made, you can show it even 100 years later and celebrate that this was the movie which actually gave the right kind of addressing point to a particular country, and this is the movie which actually gave us tourism. So to tell you which are the ways we work, which are the ways we stand united. Agreements and disagreements are part of the business. So let's agree to disagree, but at the same time, let's work together and say that united we stand, and cinema is something that we all love. Today we all are here because we love cinema. So let's celebrate cinema, because cinema is nothing but it's a celebration of different kinds of emotions and colors. So let's celebrate cinema and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.